All right, let's get a little footage. It's in there, boys. I had to do some modifications to the headliner after all, but nothing major. My headliner has this eggshell, plastic eggshell material, because I was like, man, why ain't it pushing up? And I think I raged through it because I was hot, sweating like a judge on election day. It has this shit up in there. Look at this. I ain't never seen a headliner, and I may be too old school, but I ain't never seen a headliner with that up under it. And I don't know if that's a sound dampening thing or a form to keep it. I have no clue what that is. But I was like, I've done these measurements, and I've done these measurements, and I've done these measurements. Test fit it, took it out, put it back. It should fit. And cleaned up the inside of the back window and the rear deck, stripped it out, all the speakers and everything. So the only thing back here at this point is the defroster. Inside of here, precise fit right there where I said we was gonna have to go up in the curve, and I kind of mauled a little bit. I can get a little stickum and put that back down in there. But see how this rides on the headliner right here and then that curve. And the deck's not exact, but that's okay because that'll be covered up once we modify the trim and put the trim back in here. Get it painted up and trimmed up to fit back down in here to cover the wires and all that. And I decided to leave that gauge right here because there's plenty of room. Because once again, let me again, my $80 flashlight decided it wanted to turn the sound on, but as you can see, the box is up against right up against the bumps right here, and I measured from here to here and here to here, and we're even though it may not look like it because that deck is not exact on both sides. But that's okay because we still have 42 inches across here. Now this is looking a little bit more messy than what we started with, but it's going to clean itself up. I'm at the point right now to where I'm going to caulk this all up in here. Now here, I don't know. I don't think I need to because that's liquid nails. And even though you can't see it, I promise you, you see the residue on it right there. I'm actually going to have to touch up on that a little later or scrub it off, sand it down. I don't know. When the box is together, probably won't even be able to see it. But you can see a little mess up in here now where I've gotten liquid nails. And my liquid nails bottle pissed me off because I barely even tapped on it. And when it started coming out, it just went whoosh, whoosh. Like I had to squeeze the whole thing and even taking the tension off of it, it was still coming out. And I was going to do that around here because I used to love using liquid nails, but for some reason, but around here and around there, this back part's got liquid nails, liquid nails, liquid nails, and then back here is wood glue, wood glue. So in order for me to make sure we got a good seal, I'm going to be caulking off here. I'm going to put a little dab on here, maybe, I don't know, probably don't need it. But I just want to kind of hold these in place. I don't know if those ever back out, but I figured if I put a little caulk just in those little holes right there and do my seams up to the baffle, and then when I'm ready for the baffle, I'll run another bead of wood glue across here, and that should hold it. The baffle is tight, and then we'll mount them into the baffle, throw the lid on, and lastly put the front on, and that'll pretty much be it. The only other thing that I don't know if I wanted to do, which I have not seen anybody do in recent builds, is put any batting like we did with the other box. And right now we'll try it without the batting, and the way the front goes on here, I'll know how to get it off if I want to take it off in the future, or take one of the subs up, you know, to take the front off going here. But once it's in there, it's in there. I mean, I want to make sure it's right, but I think it'll be fine like this. We're already getting a nice little sound chamber here, and I'm not going to have to trim out as much as I thought I was going to have to. As you can see right here, that little area right there is where we're going to be sealing. This down here I decided to leave because once I get the sides trimmed out and the top trimmed out, what I'm going to do, there's a lip. I don't know if you can see that. That's 3/4 inch. And what I could do is make a lip that goes in here like this, and then bring it out under the box and angle down. And I haven't done that in a while, but that'll actually angle down and hit this bump and ride across here and meet the trim that's on the sides. All right, and that'll pretty much be it. Man, I bet it'll sound good like this because with the lid, all things, you know, we'll have the sides, that right there, but I don't think that'll affect it a whole lot. But we are going to do the sides eventually. Now, whether I'm going to have time to do that between today and tomorrow, I don't know. The build will be in here. The box itself, the enclosure, and the subwoofers. Only other thing I have to do when I get the baffle in is drill me a pilot hole about yay, probably right there, and that way the wires can go through, down, the amplifier sits right back there, and we're good to go. Plexiglass gonna look good. I'm not gonna peel this back until we get the lid in, because I can already see bad things happening. When we go to put the front, we'll peel this back and be done with it. So we still got a lot of work to do. Let's get to it. It's Crafted in Mind. Stay tuned. Woo! All right, everybody. We deep in it now, boys. Oh, we're so far deep in it, my dexterity's going down. Get in there. Oh, now we're pulling this stuff down. Up under here. Oh, yeah. Pulling the lid tight so it'll glue together. And yeah, there's glue drippage and smears and what have you. We'll come back and all this is paintable, so at some point I'll either take a brush and go over it, which is more than likely what I'll do. And it's not a big deal anyway. You're not going to see 99% of this anyhow. But here we go. Start to make a little progress. I'm going to back up. Show you what we got going on. And every time I start this film up, these people next door pull up. That's, the universe is crazy like that. Oh, can y'all see it? Oh, I need to sit down like this. All right. Hopefully you can see that. Boy, that is a tight fit. Even on the edges here. What the fuck? Meow. 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 Random cat. Just, hey cat. Every time I turn the film on, every single time, there's something. Cats and dogs and possums and neighbors, Ricky and Julie and Bubbles. Anyway, here we go. This doesn't stay, by the way. This can come out. As a matter of fact, I'm done with that. And yeah, you see drippage here and there and yonder. It'll dry up. It's fine. I'd rather be messy and sealed than perfect and leaky. Does that make sense? And I don't know if y'all can hear that, but that's already, ooh, that's going to sound really good. And whenever we get done with this, hopefully tomorrow, we'll be able to work on the sides a little bit. This, like I said before, I don't know if I put it in the clip or not. We're going to do the sides and then cut this out and go up against here. And that's seal off too. So this is screwed to the deck, 2.5-inch screws. We still got to hit off on the sides, just on the corners on the outside of here, just to pull it tight. It's glued and caulked and cragged across here, not heavily, but it's like 2, 2, and 2, and same thing over there. This is glued and caulked, same here, cragged in all the way around inside where we could. We put crags just to pull it tight, glue it together, and then finally we'll come on the outside. See, I'll be able to come right here on the edges and hit a screw. I'm gonna try to hit these top ones so in case something splinters, it'll splinter out of sight. Just want to give a little update and a little ramble, and it's coming along nicely. What's it look like up in here? How much? Oh yeah, that's not that much at all. Can we see that? I don't even know if I can get a good look at that or not, but that's pretty cool. Yeah. All right, let's see what, let's give a little boom boom test here. Oh, it's tight. Yeah. So it's not. Ooh, wait. Whoa. Yeah. Oh yeah, baby, it's gonna be nice and tight. Ooh. Now it's time to get the subwoofers ready. We'll get them mounted, and then we'll peel this off the glass once I get those mounted. You can see this hole over here. I think that's gonna be temporary, but in the meantime, because we have an SMD plug, that I can just do a whole bit from the backside more than likely. There's a pretty good gap. And if not, we'll just plug this up with some silicone on the back, zip tie like I normally do. And any little leak from there will be so minimal, it's not gonna make a difference on the sound quality at all. All right, so all we gotta do, put the subwoofers in, get them wired up, put the front on, seal the front all the way around here. And I'm gonna take the caulk and just smear it with my fingers down here and here and here. Put that front in. And the front's gonna be interesting to get in because remember how tight it was before. But, you know, and I may have to shave to get it in, but it is super tight. But this is the way I have to do this right now. All right, don't have a choice. And if I need to, I'll back off of these on this side, like we did last time, and do it like that. The main thing was for me to zip those down over here was to get that back sealed up because I don't want to lose any air backwards. Forward and on the sides will take care of itself once we get it all pulled together from the inside and outside. All right, I'm gonna end it here. Oh, okay, everybody. Woo, got one in. And it's not, oh wait, did I forget to flip that boot? I did, dang it. I could have swore I flipped that boot. That ain't no big deal, I can do that right now. I want that, yeah, that way I can reposition it. But here we go. We got one of the subs in and it lined up pretty dang good. I don't hear any rubbing. We're gonna have a look underneath if we can. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but this around, look at that. Oh, look at that room. It's got just enough room. That's on. Let's listen. Oh yeah, that's awesome. No rubbing. I know this gasket, the other one that was on the other sub, peeled right off for me and was able to flip it. This should pull tight to the Raptor, so we should be good there. As far as, you know, I'll probably leak a little air, but I'm gonna torque these down just a little bit more here in a minute and go get the other sub and get it mounted, get them wired, get the wire ran, and then we'll play some tunes on it just to break this one in before I seal it. And then we'll put the front on and seal it up. And I think that'd be the best course of action. Stay tuned. All right, everybody. So, hey, look at all that. That looks just like all machine and matrix looking shit right there. Got the Borg look, got the machine. I love the raw look to this right here. I may actually leave it like this or come up with some decorative plates for those 6x9 holes in that back deck the way it is, make it look all Borg looking. I don't know, but doing a sound check now. Here's the new sub. This is the one we had, and I'm beginning to see some of the some of the differences. And yeah, there's gasket here. I tried to heat peel it and it didn't work, so I sealed it up a different way down here. It's all right. It's cool. The Raptor and the subs and all that, they're tightened down good enough. We've got those long screws going through here and precision holes. They're not going anywhere. This whole box is like, it's in here. It is in here. You ain't getting them out. When I put this front on here, it ain't coming out. So we're doing a sound check, checking for sparks in the back, and it actually is pretty neat. You got to see this if the trunk will work with me. Hopefully it will. Let's see if the trunk will work with me. All right, and the trunk is going to be, now that I know you can actually see in it, this is going to be neat. And don't make fun of my trunk, because this is a whip, a work in progress. This is going to be our next step. But look here, how can y'all see that? How you can see straight through when the trunk's open. You can see the subwoofers all the way to the front of the car. That is pretty cool. And so back here, we're going to make some elaborate amp racks. And I'm thinking, since I don't really need to waste this space, I'm going to come up with a different plan with my batteries off to one side and take back my spare tire compartment here and use it for what it's supposed to be, a spare tire. Because there won't be anything worse than going to a show in the middle of the night, or you know, on the road or whatever, and not have a spare, you know what I mean? Or get some run flats. But anyway, I think that's pretty neat how you can see the subs here, and then when you close the trunk down, And of course, yeah, I gotta spray down the window, but you can see the subs there. Now I haven't sat down in the car to see what the rear view mirror situation is like. Let's do that right now. I don't know if I'm capturing that just right, but I can still see out my rear view mirror to see if somebody's back there. Not a whole heck of a lot, but that is a sliver, just so I can tell somebody's behind me. And until I get the side trim done, and who knows, you know, hey, I might trim that out in plexi. What? Anyway, let's give it a little volume here. And these are wired down to 1 ohm, and this is free air right here, as a matter of, keep that in mind also. Let's start the car up. Where's my keys? I don't know where anything is. Here they are. All right, let's start it up. All right. All right, that way we have a little juice happening. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go around and have a look. Get a little subwoofer flex while we're letting it break in. There we go. Oh yeah, it's moving some air there, baby. Especially in the bottom. The fuck? Interesting. Yeah, we definitely got some flex happening here. I might actually vacuum this out one more time, or wipe it with a towel at least. And this is just a sweet, forget what he said it was, 28 hertz or something like that. Oh, can y'all see that? That's badass, the way that coil moving there. Look at this one. See, even the coil seems different in this compared to this. I don't know if y'all can see that color difference. This one don't look like it got enough glue on it or something. I don't know. We may have to buy a new one. Get some flex, I'm gonna turn it off. I just wanted this thing to get a little break-in period before I put the front on and seal it up. A little free air action. This one, I don't see where it's hitting. Screws, precision holes on the screws. Alright, we'll give this a few minutes anyway. I'll be back when we get I'm gonna let this break in and get the front on, and I'll be back. Stay tuned. Alright everybody. Once again, we're running out of daylight. But we got her in, and now the detail touches is all I got to work on. I'm about to zip some 2.5s down the sides here. I'm trying to stay out of the center. I'm gonna let the seats hide these screws across here. It is well glued. We got the caulking and the wood glue. As you can see it's oozing out. Hey, it's all right. We can always paint over it. It's paintable caulk anyway, so I can always skeet a little bit of black on there and get rid of that. You never see it. And one thing that I'll show you this, and tomorrow we'll do a tour, You know, I was just joking around saying, you know, I'm gonna make a surround for this, but look at the texture on that pipe wrap. Actually does not look bad if I could get it to stick, because I think the wind coming out of here would blow it out, but I don't know. And you see back here, we're gonna have to touch up a little bit. We'll fold a piece of cloth over the subs and touch up on these little spots that oozed, but let it ooze. Oh, I gotta put that back together too. Oh, I'm glad I'm doing this. So I got some detailed stuff to tighten up on, but for the most part, it's in here. And my battery just died on my lightsaber, aka flashlight, my $80 flashlight. That's my new one too. I have used it today. It's done me well, so no complaints. All right, so anyway, just wanted to show you all this, and tomorrow in the daylight we'll do a detailed tour and come back with a different video and show y'all the power of the U-18s. Can y'all see off there, Ben? This is turning out nice. Yeah, stay tuned. It's a craft of the mind. Go out there and have some fun. Woo!
Everything can launch fireworks. Holy shit! My watermelon!
Boom!